Welcome to GrimmGals. Today we have Carli. And I do not speak Spanish, so I'm going to fuck up your last name. Do a beautiful pronunciation of your last name.
Longoni.
Oh, Longoni.
Longoni.
Carli Longoni.
Longoni. What does Longoni mean? Long?
Well, I just know it's from Italy.
Oh, it's Italian.
Yes.
Longoni. I like it. We should look it up later. We'll see what it means. So, Carli, I'm going to have you look at this camera right over here and just tell a little brief, little bio, little something about who you are.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Carli Longoni, singer, songwriter, producer. I'm here to be open for the questions you guys have for me.
Yeah. We're here to talk some shit. Yeah. Talking shit. No. So Valeria's just meeting Carli. I know Carli from mutual friends. We worked together on some shoots. She's a beautiful singer, both like talent-wise and just physically. What an amazing person. One of my favorite things about you is just your voice. Not even about your singing voice, but how she speaks is so
I love
sweet.
it. I thought you were French
Yeah.
when I first heard you.
Yeah, it's such a soothing voice. It's really nice and sweet. Like I feel like it's like candy. It's like,
ASMR. You should get into ASMR.
do you know what ASMR is?
Oh my God. ASMR is like it's some people that watch you go to sleep. It gives you like you ever hear anything like maybe tapping or somebody talks to you really soft like this?
Oh, yeah.
And then it makes you feel all like and then you fall asleep. That's ASMR.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of videos online.
I feel like you could work in a spa.
Yeah, I would like to do something like meditation guiding.
Yeah, that would be good.
Are you into that stuff like Reiki and like yoga, massage?
Well, I went to hot yoga for the first time today.
Oh,
Yes.
for the first time ever, and you did it today.
Yeah, hot yoga.
But you
because
did normal yoga
yes.
before. How did you like the hot?
I like it. I didn't realize it was that good. I thought I was about to die in the first 30 minutes, but no, it was great.
Yeah. No, especially in Florida, because then you're coming outside and it's already hot yoga. Like, it's so hot.
It's like you might as well just stand outside and do hot
Well,
yoga.
actually, it was colder outside.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because they put the temperature up to like 100 or something in there. Yeah, it's really hot. So, but you're originally from Argentina, correct?
I'm from Argentina, yes.
And you've lived in the U.S. now how long?
9 years already. I was living for a year and a half in Miami. Then I moved to West Palm. Then I moved to LA for 4 years. And I'm back in West Palm now.
What made you come back?
Everything.
Everything. Everything that happened. I heard LA is different now. That's why.
Well, LA is getting a little bit dangerous. Yeah. And I really miss the beach from Florida. So.
Right. The beaches here are the best.
Yes.
Ugh, California beaches are scary.
Well, California beaches, the water's cold. Like, and a lot of it I hear is contaminated now. Like, I'm not even sure if you're allowed to go in the water because there was maybe that was just a period of time. There was some sort of spill happening, and the homeless really was taking over certain beaches a lot in LA. But it's rockier. It's the Pacific. It's cold. It's just colder. It's not like these beaches are. Sometimes it feels like you're in the Caribbean. It's so nice. Yeah, and being Argentina. Were you from more like the mountains or
where I live, there is no mountains.
Oh, okay.
I live in the north of Argentina. It's
Okay.
close to Paraguay. It's closer to Paraguay than Buenos Aires.
Oh,
okay.
Paraguay is that over there? Oh my God, I don't know my geography
I'm like
at all.
5 hours away from Paraguay,
Okay.
driving. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And 10 hours from Buenos Aires.
So is this
there
like
we go.
like what kind of land? Farmland? What
It's
kind
farm, yeah.
farmland?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see all the cows when you're driving around.
Oh yeah, you're in the middle of here, so you have to go all the way this way, but there's mountains here blocking you, so you
Yes.
can't even see the beach.
No.
No, so you didn't grow up with beach. No.
No.
Oh.
Were you a farm girl?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Did you milk? Were you milking?
Not really. I was too little.
Too little.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister that is from the same how do you say
Parents?
Parents, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And my little brother is from my dad and his new relationship.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any kids, or do you know why?
I want to have 3.
You
You
wanna
want
have
to
three.
finally somebody who wants kids. Nobody wants kids here in America.
Fantasizing.
Why?
It's expensive. I think one thing nowadays, kids are expensive. I think people are fearful for the times that we're living in currently. Like the life is a little rough right now. So I think there's like that. I think people are struggling. And so when you think of adding more, kids can be more work, more money, more responsibility. I think it can be like that. At least my reasoning. I'm like, if I had all the money in the world and all the time, sure, let me have some kids like that. I love kids. They're so fun. But when I think about it now, I'm like, I'd have to sacrifice a lot to have kids. I wouldn't be able to be out as late as I'm doing and all these other projects I'm doing. It would be a sacrifice I'm not willing to do right now.
Yeah. Would you ever adopt?
I would, but it would probably be like later in
When
life
you're 60.
when I like have more time. I don't have time for kids right now, but I feel like I have a lot of friends that are having kids, and I think they feel the same way. They don't have time, they don't have money, but they're doing it because they want to do it. They like want to have kids, you know?
Yeah. And what are you having time for right now?
My career. I'm focusing on heavy comedy. I still do a lot of photography, but comedy, it's like you kind of have to be ready. So there's a lot of times like I have a pre-booked schedule and I know these things are happening, but then there's times where it's like, hey, can you hop on this show? Like a couple weeks ago, I just hopped on a show same day, 2 hours before. I was supposed to be going to yoga. I was in a yoga outfit. And then all of a sudden it was like, hey, do you want to be on the show in Miami? Can you be there in 2 hours? And I was like, an hour away. I was like, cool, I'll go to Ross. I'll buy a blazer. I'll get some earrings. I'll turn this yoga outfit into a night outfit. But if I had a kid, no way. I wouldn't be able to say yes to opportunities like that, you know?
Do you have any pets?
No, I want to have pets.
Oh, well, do you prefer cats or dogs?
I really love dogs, but they're a lot of work and I travel a lot. So I have friends that they have cats and they recommend me to have a cat because you can leave them for 2 or 3 days. I feel if I'm traveling and I have a pet, either
Bring
a
the
cat
pet.
or I'm gonna bring the pet with me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it depends on the cat. Like I have a cat and she's indoor, outdoor, but she's still needy as hell. Like I don't really leave her without someone going to be there for her for more than like a day because she'll be so mad. You know, they still have feelings. They're still, you know.
Yeah, they're much more caring animals than people think. But you said you grew up in a farm. So you had you grew up around a lot of animals, which I love that. I love people that grow up around animals. Did you ever have to witness one like dying? Like, or
Well, I'm vegetarian.
Since when? Forever?
Since 6 years, maybe 7. Yeah.
Not even not even eating fish?
No.
I don't know
No
how you do
fish.
it. I don't know how you do it, girl.
I'm respecting the other's life.
No.
What about eggs? You eat eggs?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, because I was trying to be vegan, but it's a little bit hard. I don't really eat too much, so it's hard for me to eat. That's in the first place, one of the reasons why I stopped eating meat.
Oh, no. I need me, girl. I need me some red meat. Anything from the sea is my favorite. Oof.
Yeah, seafood. I like seafood.
It's the only thing I miss, the seafood.
Yeah. Wait, when you were a kid, did you guys just like slaughter like
Well, because you
cow?
asked me, yes. Yeah. I saw how they were killing cows and chickens.
how they do it? That's so interesting.
Oh, you're gonna make her cry.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, I know. Like you got so close to the cow, and then it's like it's time to eat, and it's like.
I know. I met somebody
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
I met somebody who was on a farm, and they were like, "We just stopped naming the animals because then we'd keep eat, and they would cry. They'd be so sad. They're like, that pig was my friend, and then now we're eating Porky, and it's you know."
That's
I don't think I would like growing up on a farm unless maybe it was just like chicken and you get eggs. Like if you're not killing them, but it's like, okay, you're getting the milk, you're getting the eggs. I could handle that. But like ones where most farms you do have to kill, I'm like, it's too hard. Yeah. It's really hard to see that.
But it's better like, what if the cow was old and it was gonna, pass away soon?
Well,
might as well eat it.
Yeah, but you're gonna eat that meat.
I know, you gotta eat that meat, girl. Would you guys also use the skin? You guys use everything on the cow?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the insides. In Argentina, you eat all the insides, even the
so
tongue.
good.
Yeah.
Uy,
The
qué
head,
rico.
everything.
Yeah, I got a whole, what do they say in Spanish? Like when they have the barbecue, they have something with a P.
Una parrillada.
Una parechada, like a whole thing. Everyone comes over. Oh, it's just good. I'm hungry.
She's not.
She's like, no.
No, she's like, I want the broccoli barbecue.
My dad was making asado today, actually. It was,
Are you with your parents here?
No, my dad, he messaged me in the morning, and he sent me a picture and everything of the food. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Are they still farming?
My dad, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My mom lives in the city.
Okay. Yeah. She got out of that farmland.
She doesn't really like it. She likes the city more.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your music now. So we were talking off camera, but how long have you been doing it? What are you currently working on? I know you just wrapped up a bunch of music videos you were doing. So what's going on? What's going on in Carli world?
I'm working on an album right now. I have different genres in the album because I'm trying to make my own sound. So I'm mixing different sounds, different genres to create my unique.
Yeah. Well, what would you call your sound now? Like, what is it a mix of? What would you call it?
That's a good question.
I mean, I heard a little bit, so I mean, I don't know if you want my 2 cents. I'm an outsider,
yes,
you know.
Give it to me.
It sounded very like jazzy, like sultry soul. It gave me like another form of like what's her face, Sade, but like more like, you.
Yeah,
that's the first thing I thought.
Well, when you talk, you have like a calming, like peaceful presence. Like it's very like a spa, like I said. Like it's relaxing, but your music is a little bit more flirty fun, like almost like if a fairy was singing, like a butterfly was singing. It's very much like
love
that.
Music?
But yeah, it feels very passionate. I mean, most of it's in Spanish, correct?
Yes.
So I don't speak Spanish. I know a little bit, enough to like find out where the bathroom is, what I'm going to eat, and get me directions. But like just like survival skill Spanish, but like not like romance. And I feel like the song is a lot of, do you pull from your love life? What are you writing about? What's the topics?
Yeah, I have some stuff from my love life, and now I'm writing stuff for myself, like self-love.
Yeah, I feel like we had an episode recently where we were talking about the different kinds of love. And one of them is like, it's hard to love somebody else fully or even accept someone else's love without figuring out how do you care for yourself? How do you love yourself, right?
Yeah. I'm trying. Oh, you're like really young. Are you like in your 20s? Like I'm thinking. Are you like 19? Like.
If I tell you my age, you're not going to believe me.
Okay, today you're 19, okay? You're 19, 20 in my eyes.
You.
She's younger than us, though. I know that. She's younger than us,
nice.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, you didn't tell us, like, so your music is romantic mostly, like.
I have romantic stuff. I have, how do you call, I have stuff. Everything is about my life, most of the stuff. And now I'm learning about, because I said I live in my own love bubble, and I see the people is going through stuff, and I'm getting inspired about that. So I'm gonna start writing. That's why I'm writing about self-love, because I see maybe a lot of people don't realize that they have to love themselves first, because there is the place where the love starts.
Aw. Do you have any artists that you look up to, like musicians that you aspire to be?
All the singers.
Every single one?
Because everybody's there for a reason.
Right,
They're
of
unique.
course.
They have a unique style, and they've been working hard to be where they are.
How do you feel about Sexy Red?
I don't think I know.
You don't know Sexy Red?
Sexy Red? I mean, it's completely outside of your genre. So
a rapper.
She's a rapper. I was saying Cardi B, but you know who Cardi B is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Sexy Red, she's like the newest like female rapper coming up right now, and her music, I guess, it's like a little ratchety. I like to call it ratchet.
Can we hear something?
Okay, I'll put my favorite song on for like 2 seconds. I know, because I know we can't do it for too long.
If you
put it
towards the microphone.
Yeah. Let me.
What did you grow up listening to?
Country music.
Oh yeah, well, you're a farm girl.
My dad loves music in English. He doesn't speak English, but he used to listen to a lot of music in English. I love jazz for some reason. It's not a genre that my parents were listening to, but I always love it, and I realized that I'm good to sing blues.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, that's.
And you played, I remember when I was at your place in LA, you had the piano and you just taught yourself how to play the piano, right? Yeah. But like you obviously have music inside of you that like it's an easy language for you to pick up on. Yeah.
Well, yes. I believe in past lives. So I know in one of my past lives I was doing music. That's why I know everything. When I hear a song, I know if the volumes are correct or no. And I didn't do how do you call it? I didn't do specific learning about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just like played and experienced and learned as you go. Yeah, I'm similar with, I took like a couple lessons as a kid from piano. I want to take more because like the show I have tonight that she's going to be on and maybe you're going to come to, there's a piano there. Nice. And I'm like, I really want to learn the piano because it'd be great to use for some jokes to like play a little piano and whatever. So that's a goal of mine to like take some lessons. But normally I just play around and I hear some notes and it sounds on key and I can figure out and whatever. But whenever I just play music for myself, everything comes out so sad. Everyone's like, wow, that's so deep and emotional. And I feel like it's because what's inside of me is like I'm laughing because I'm like looking at you, your sunshine, your happiness. You're like, why? Why wouldn't you want to have kids? Like whatever. Because you look probably on the sunny, bright side of things where I'm more like looking at the darkness, the pessimistic, and a little bit more sad.
My type of music is more like dark and then high intensity. Like I like techno, dark wave, really like dark, strong music. Yeah, I love it. Ever since I was in 3rd grade, I remember it was my music. I've always loved that music. I like this one artist called Ultra Sun.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, Ultra Sun. They're one of my favorite, and it's very like dark, like moody music. I love it.
All right, where's the Sexy Red song you want?
Okay, the Sexy Red. I guess I put Get It Sexy. This one's the most recent. It's rap.
But it's better if you put.
Oops, sorry. It's ratchety. I love it.
Yes.
So you don't know this, but that wouldn't be the song that I would have said that everyone.
I was gonna put Pound Town, but it's crazy.
All right, this was
that's ski.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't know this from TikTok.
Yes.
Ski. I feel like that was like one of the songs where everyone was like, "Oh, ski."
Yeah. Well, it was Pound Town that made me like her. You know.
Yeah.
But she's so like I feel like, would you ever do rap or reggaeton?
Well, I'm doing stuff like that. In my album, I have stuff
I
like
would
that.
love to see some rap or reggaeton. That'd be crazy. I love that.
Crazy. So you shot some music videos recently. Did you? And you shot them in Argentina or Mexico? Where did you shoot them?
I went to Argentina to do 3 music videos.
Okay.
Wow.
One is already out. It's called Ayer. Now it's coming up HM. And I have Mensajito after. And after that, I'm planning to drop my album.
Oh, that's your first album? Or?
Yes, it's going to be my first
Oh,
album.
my God. So okay,
awesome.
Is it on YouTube?
I feel like albums are coming back because at first, like, there was just a period where everyone was just doing, like, solo EP, like, just, like, single. And then I feel like, I mean, Taylor Swift always came out with albums.
Wow.
But I feel like recently there's been,
this
things.
Is a cool video. Look at
no,
that.
whenever Carli does something, she does like high level. She works with really good people.
I
She
love
makes
your
sure,
hair.
Yeah, her hair is so good. Well, I'll cut to some stuff from the music
Damn,
video.
I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
No,
girl.
she had a shit. Yeah.
Wow. So wait, so you're signed to a label or something, or?
No, I'm independent.
Oh, independent. Okay.
I'm open to work with people.
So it's your first album.
I'm looking for an investor if somebody's interested in it.
Oh, yeah, because so it's your first album. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's very exciting.
There's so
How
much
do you raise
opportunities.
money for it? Do you raise money or you just self-produce everything?
Well, no. What's the way to raise money?
Well, some people do the GoFundMe or the like those little crowdfunding things. What's the other one that's like specific? GoFundMe is more for like when your cat dies, but like what's the one that's for projects? It's a little bit more
Patreon.
No, well, there's Patreon, but no, there was specifically a crowdfunding thing.
I don't remember.
And it because I used it before when I was doing a coloring book. But there's.
I don't know.
Whatever. There's GoFundMe. That's usually when someone has an accident. They ask people to like give $20, whatever. And then there's another one that's similar to that, that's more for creatives. When people, and I've supported it before too, for singers who are trying to do music videos or pay for some of their production. They'll go, it's Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
I'm
gonna check it out.
You don't remember Kickstarter?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I would.
But it's a whole site, and then a lot of times with Kickstarter, they're like, for a certain amount of money, you get something. So it's like maybe you get a T-shirt, maybe you get the album first before it's released. Like you might give them a little thing, or you send them a little video thank you. You know, like so they can get little things for whatever. But everything you just pay for yourself. That's how you've been doing it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully somebody will, hopefully like an independent label will pick you up and let you do you and just, produce you and stuff like that,
Yeah,
like that's like everyone's dream,
That's the thing. I was talking with some people and I want to make my music.
Yeah.
I don't want to change my style because that's me.
Right.
So how much do you work on your music to come up with new songs? Like, do you work on it every day, or how is your typical work week for you?
Yeah, I have fun doing it, so I like to work every day on it.
Every day. Okay. So you have a home studio, I assume.
I have a home studio.
Oh, it's the best. Home studio.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, from my understanding of if anyone's going to pick you up or even give you money towards something or whatever, and especially with music, they want to see, like, followers are kind of like everything. They'll say like 10,000 followers is like a bachelor's degree. 100,000 followers is a master's degree. Once you get close to 1 million, now you got like a PhD. So they're kind of talking about it as like how many followers is like when someone's going to look to pick you up, they're going to look at that as like how much did you do on your own? Were people gravitating towards you, supporting you without us having to come in and put it in? Then there's the other side of things, because they want to see who's gonna download, subscribe, save your music, because views, shares, all that stuff is how they make money. Now there's the other side of the industry that's like, are people going to come out if we put you at a club? Are you going to bring people out? Do you have numbers that are going to actually show up for you? If we do a concert, are you going to have people buying tickets? Like, that's the other next level. And there's different types of artists. Some people that never perform live. They just keep pumping out music, and that's how they make money, is off of views and streams and stuff like that. And then there's some people that are only doing concerts, only doing live, and it's very different. Have you performed live before?
Yes.
Yeah, because I've seen people where I can tell they're only in studio, because their breath work, it's way different to be sitting here and singing your songs or whatever versus like hyping up a crowd, moving around. Like, some people don't practice that. It's a lot of cardio.
It's work.
Yeah.
It's work. Some people don't even, in all the aspects of the life, like in different careers, people don't want to put work on it. I see even kids starting a career and they don't want to put work on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to do it to be better. So you should do it.
Yeah. No, well, it's kind of like when you ask, like, if someone, are you doing it every day? And
I mean, I prefer singing. Like, even doing I do comedy, but I actually would like singing more than doing comedy on stage. I think it's more freeing. It's more exciting. Like, I love karaoke. Do you like karaoke?
Yeah, I like karaoke.
But I love karaoke. I'm up there. I feel like it's me, and I feel like I express myself better, and it's way funner to sing on stage, and it is talking, So I can see why it's like a thrill, Like, how much? What is the most people that you ever performed in front of? Like, what is the biggest audience you've had?
Like, do you do live performances a lot? I know you said you've done it, but I don't think you do a lot of it.
I'm ready to do more.
Right.
The thing is that I don't have a manager right now, so that's why I'm doing everything on my own.
Yeah. Got it.
Well, I was talking to Giselle, our mutual friend, because I have a connection over at Dare at the Hard Rock, and I know some singers that they've had perform there at the club. They'll perform a couple songs and stuff like that. So that could be something that I can try to connect you with, and then maybe you can be singing there, because that's the kind of thing, is like, if you start being out in the public more, then people say, oh, we can hire her for that. We can book her to do that. But until you're doing some of that stuff, no one's going to think you even do that. They're just going, oh, she does music, but she just does it from her home or her studio. They're not, because there's different types of audience. Some artists never perform live. They're like, have big stage fright. Or I've seen the ones that do perform live, and I'm like, they're lip syncing. They're not even singing their music, which obviously Britney Spears and the whole people made careers out of not actually singing live. But I think a lot of people want people to be singing live. Have you done lip syncing when you're live, or do you sing actually?
No, I sing.
Yeah.
I did lip sync on TV.
Yeah.
Because on TV you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's your range? Like are you a false or alto or soprano? You're a soprano. What is? Let me see. What is that?
It's a higher one.
The higher one? Okay. Because I try to figure out what mine was because I'm obsessed, thinking like I know how to sing. And it turns out I'm one of those. Let me see. Like
I would say alto or baritone. You probably are.
I'm like a little bit lower than Miley Cyrus's voice range.
I love her. She gets all like in the details of everything.
I wrote it down somewhere.
So you know a little bit about this show and what this one specifically is that our first season we were talking all about like death, grief, gore, like heavier topics, trying to get like real and talk about things that maybe normal people don't want to talk about because it's heavier, it's hurtful, it gets you in your feelings. But the reality is that we all unfortunately will die at some point. And if we don't get on board and comfortable with it, it's going to come as a shock. And it's something that
you're going to be dead.
Well, you're going to be dead, but also
you have
you're
to
going to face it.
Yeah,
for whether your mom, your partner, like someone's going to die in your life that you love. And if you don't like come to terms with that, it's going to be hard for you. So the more you talk about it.
I'm an E5. That's my limit. E5. Do you go up here? You're a mezzo soprano?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, my limit is E5 right there.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I like that.
That's my singing range, E5.
So now that you're saying...
So anyway, I'm just trying to catch her up because I feel like we didn't really set her up for what the show was properly. So then the next season, we tried to do more spicy. So what that meant, like things you're passionate about, things that anger you, things that get you sexy, like anything that's hot and passionate was like what we did next. And then these few episodes that you're a part of right now is what we call like the bonus. It's something that we're doing in between seasons that we're just kind of being a little bit more free.
Right.
And that's why we're talking a little bit about you, a little bit more about you specifically and your music and what you want to talk about. But it isn't as like formulated to be like,
well, I do want to talk to you about death. Obviously, you're on the death podcast. You know what I mean? Like, look at our logo. I'm holding the freaking Grim Reaper thing.
We are.
That's why I asked you about if you witnessed death in your farm. Have you ever, experienced death with a close person to you ever? Or
well, now that you're talking about that, I'm reading books about it, about the life after death.
Ooh. Yeah, because you said the reborn.
Yes. I believe in life after death. I know that when we die, I say I know. I know that when we die, we have a process of 7 days to reborn. In those 7 days, we see all the life we went through. And most of the people don't realize they're dead. And it's very important not to get attached to anything in this life, because the people that get attached to people or situations or whatever, they stay here as a shadow, and that's bad for us.
They're ghosts.
Yes.
Oh,
and so I'm reading these books to help the people that is here get to the other side.
Yeah.
That's
have you ever seen a ghost or in your life?
I never asked if it was a ghost.
Ooh, but it could have been a ghost, maybe. But you're like,
you experienced.
I'm not scared. I'm very spiritual, and I want to see stuff. I want to know more. I want to learn about.
So, what do you feel about? Because sometimes I'm assuming if you believe in this, but I know I believe that sometimes you'll get signs. Like in a lot of times, it comes in forms of like animals. To me, at least, like I'll have a sign that's a visitor from somebody who was in the past. So if you believe in that, which I'm assuming maybe you do, do you think that person who's sending you the sign has already been reincarnated into another life, or is they one of the shadow people that are still kind of here, and that's why they're able to give you the signals?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they don't know where they are or what is happening.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, so what do you think happens when you die? You just like die? Am I in a different dimension? Am I like, say I die right here on this table, right here. I'm sitting here. I died. Am I still gonna be like trying to talk to you guys, or I don't see you anymore? Like.
No, you're going to see us. But when you're dying, we're going to do some stuff so you can get to the other side.
Other side.
Other side. Check this book.
What's
the
it called?
Queens of the Dead.
The
guys.
Queens of the
Dead?
Dead?
No, you guys are.
But I like the name of that book.
I like
Yeah.
that.
The book is called Life After Death. There is two. One from the Egyptians and the other one is from the Tibetans.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
You know, I was just listening to a YouTube about how the book of it's the Bible, but the Dead Sea Scrolls, the book that normally the Book of Enoch.
Mhm.
And it talks about how, first of all, aliens are really the fallen angels. I was like, oh, shit, that's amazing. But then it talks about all the different levels of reality and how, like, this is like the physical realm, but like we're actually, like what you say, when you die, you go into those different realms that are just there. They're just there within reach, but we have been conditioned to not open our eyes to that.
Yeah.
So we're just over there in this weird, like, 7th level, but I think it's gonna happen. I think soon they're gonna let us know more about our thing shut off.
If you believe in reincarnation, do you believe that you can be like, if you were a bad person, now you're a cockroach? Like, what do you like? How?
I don't really know how that works.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Like, do you
go to
think-
hell?
Do you get
apparently.
a shittier? No, but if
No,
you
I
believe
don't
it,
think you
if she
go
believes in
there.
reincarnation, do you think like all of a sudden now it's like maybe you're a fire hydrant and dogs just pee on you all the time? Like,
Well, you're gonna be a living
thing.
yeah.
Well, maybe a tree that just keeps getting cut down into paper.
know.
If
What
you're a
the
bad
fuck?
person, what do you think happens to the bad people? They don't
She's a
just, or they
cockroach.
just get a new life and they get to start over again. Everyone gets a second chance. Is that kind of how you process it?
It depends the work you put on this life and the awakening you have when you go to the other side. Like I said, if you're not attached to anything, but didn't reach the level where you can become a light, because you have to become a light being in this life.
Right.
You have to become, how do you say it?
You have to level up to a certain spiritual realm here before you can transcend to the other levels and not come back.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've said this before, that this is like classroom.
Yeah.
And you got to graduate, and some people don't graduate.
Yes.
Some people get their GEDs. Some people drop out. Like you're not everyone gets this highest level of education. It's like, how much did you experience? How much did you learn from it? How much did you accept, move on? Yeah, heal.
But I believe it's because of the person, because God and the energies, the ancestors, everybody wants you to pass this class.
Yeah.
And they give you signs, and you have to work in your awareness and your intuition to be able to listen to these signs. Like you say, you see the animals, they're talking to you because they want you to pass this class.
Okay.
And I see that happening more now. I feel like we lost the connection with speaking with animals and nature, and I feel like now we're kind of trying to go back to that. Like now, animals are doing things that I never imagined. Like if I watch TikTok and YouTube, whatever, there's animals doing crazy shit.
Dancing. I saw a bear dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or like
the bear.
communicating with us. Like that's totally different. Like I've never seen animals interact with us this way. So something is definitely shifting very slowly,
Yeah.
Well,
my
now
opinion.
that we've talked about it a little bit further, it does make me go back and think, okay, so if I were to dilute what we're talking about here, when I've gotten signals from animals, and I thought personally they were from specifically the people that I love that I've lost, and they were sending me the signals. Most likely that's not the case. It's more you're saying just the general universe, ancestral things.
Yeah.
They're sending me the message to let me know you're okay, they're still with you, whatever, but it's not specifically coming from that person necessarily.
Well, if you feel your intuition, just ask. Ask for it. You ask and you're going to have answers.
Yeah, your intuition.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about dying is that once I die, I want to ask God all these questions or whoever so I can get them answered. Like, like I want to see, like, are the aliens real? How did we even happen?
Yeah.
Like, did the aliens really, the fallen angels or the aliens really come and, like, genetically mess us up? So now they, we were like,
Yeah,
like,
where do you stand on aliens, Carli?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I just saw this recently, though. No, I saw this like 2 days ago. That now the new theory is that aliens are really the fallen angels that the Bible talks about. That they're like non-human beings that came to Earth and taught us mathematics, taught us all this magic, like makeup and how to make weapons,
Makeup magic.
Yeah, all this stuff, and that's why the Egyptians, the Egyptian hieroglyphics show their gods having, because usually the angels or whatever, or the aliens, aliens are mixed with animal and human. They're not all totally human. So that's why the Egyptian has like, the Horus and all those weird animal gods or whatever. But they're really real people. Like, it would be, can you imagine, like, right today, we're in the news and the aliens come and they're like these crazy reptilian looking, like, half-breed
I think
entities?
Lizards are aliens because speaking of yoga, to go backward,
the lizards.
I'll do yoga in my backyard and I get the creepiest lizards looking at me, like just creeping.
They're so cute though. The lizards, I think
They're a
cute.
little bit crazy though.
They're a little crazy,
here.
man. I've seen them, and they'll stare at me sometimes.
They'll do push-ups.
Yeah, yeah, they do their head
They're trying
thing.
to mate with you. That's why.
I feel like they are trying to mate
trying
with
to
me,
fuck.
and it's got Napoleon complex because they're tiny as hell. I'm like, where are you supposed to go?
They don't care. They want to get in that pussy, okay?
I think they're trying to get in my nostril. Like, how the fuck? There's no hole.
They're trying to get in that asshole, okay?
Oh yeah, the asshole's a little tinier. Yeah, Jesus. No, the lizards are. I had a theory that they were old Republicans that had died. They come back as lizards because they look like old. You ever see the ones that are just like hanging out on the highway and they look like they're gonna cross, like they're gonna kill themselves, but they're just waiting. And I'm like, they look suicidal.
What about the turtles?
What about them?
How do you feel about turtles? What are they? Nuns?
I feel like they've been here forever. Those are like they don't die. They're eternal, man.
Nuns.
Yeah. Turtles are old. They can live a really, really long life.
Wait a second. So this makes you think about how you're a vegan. So do you think that we were ever supposed to be killing the animals? I mean,
not really. I don't think we need to eat animals to survive.
Do you think so? Because
she's still here as proof.
Well, because I was reading about how like our bodies. I'm getting into nutrition, so I was reading about amino acids and the protein breakdown and all that shit. And because nowadays with the economy, you got to be your own psychologist, nutritionist, accountant. So I was trying to be my own nutritionist, and protein is such an essential part of your body and to keep you alive and make you think right. So if you're not getting your protein from animal, where are you getting it from? Like, I know that in the Bible it said, like, you can eat fish. I think fish is okay, but you know what I mean? Maybe not the cows, but, like...
Are you religious? Or you're just spiritual?
Are you religious?
Because you said in the Bible.
What is
religion? You brought up Bible. Or do you just mean spiritual? Like, do you follow a regimented religion like Catholicism or Christianity? Or
I love to know about all the religions because I believe all of them work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a purpose.
So I like to...
So what about eating a rabbit? Is that like less?
You're just back in there. I'm like, are you religious? She's like, let's talk about decapitating bunnies, okay?
No, because I think it's better than a cow. A cow is so big and like a cow is so beautiful and cute. Like maybe like a tinier animal would be like less.
The cow can feel the same emotions that us. So.
I know. They're so smart. Like horses are very smart. Whales are ridiculously smart.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I'm going to go vegetarian after this fucking episode.
I'm still going to eat the meat. I'm sorry. But I think eating the ocean for some reason is less.
Yeah. I think so.
But I'm not going to eat dolphin though. Like I'll eat like crustaceans, like, shrimp. Oysters, clams. Well, do they have feelings?
Apparently, octopus are supposed to be aliens, and they are really smart.
Yeah, it sucks. I love octopus.
I love octopus too, and ever since I found out how intelligent they were, I eat less of them. I still eat them.
What about crab? I just ate stone crab for the first time. They're not in season anymore.
Yeah.
But they're so good, like the stone crab, the claws.
Yeah, she's a vegetarian.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm over here like.
No, they're good. That's the only thing I miss, the seafood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you said you want to know about all religions, so.
I like to learn about religions. Right now, reading. I finished this book that is called The Nine Eyes of Light. Speaks a little bit about all the religions, talks about the Egyptians' beliefs. So you guys should check it out because it's very good.
Yeah, I want to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple more minutes left before we close out, but I want to ask you, so we did a little bit about the death, so how about a little bit of the spice? Are you still doing modeling, like some sexy modeling stuff, or what kind of, what spices up your life? What do you feel like in your life is like a little naughty, a little like your rebel comes out maybe?
No, I'm not doing. You remember I used to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Really? I would never imagine you're so innocent and pure.
Yeah. But that's why she was good at it because my favorite thing. Can I tell this story? Okay, so I think it was on the way to go to the beach where we were going to do a photo shoot. And one of the OnlyFans clients, they paid for her to go pick up a coffee drink at Starbucks and just take a picture or video of her drinking the thing. And she's like, oh, I have to make a stop. And she goes to Starbucks, orders the drink, and then just takes a video. She goes like, thank you, mi amor, thank you. And like, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And she goes, yeah, blah, 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 just wanted me to drink this coffee, bought me a coffee because I said I had this shoot. And I was just like, why are we not all on OnlyFans? like just getting spoiled with a little coffee. But it was so sweet. Like, it was just like, you were just like, yeah.
Well, it's just her to me. It's just the way you are in general. Yeah. It's so cute. Like, you know, I wish I could be more like you. I wish I could talk like this.
I know. She's so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, so you don't do that anymore.
No.
You just you don't like it, or you don't.
Well, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. You have to be shooting. I was shooting every day. That's why I have a lot of followers on TikTok also, because I was posting 6 videos a day.
Damn.
Wow. You mean OnlyFans stuff?
No. On TikTok, I was doing, engagement.
Oh,
to get
content.
more
your
people.
normal content. Okay, okay.
Yeah, because you would go live too, right? You do on
TikTok?
And Instagram and TikTok.
On Instagram,
yes.
Yeah,
but that's good. It worked for you because now you have a platform where you can present to your music, and now they can go on your next journey. You know, that's amazing.
But you. Like, that was still there's a fun side to it as much as it's work, right? You're getting complimented and gifts and little things that come from it. It's nice. Like, I think so. I recently started. So I had an OnlyFans I used to do for behind the scenes of my photo shoots, because a lot of times, even now, like, I'll get flagged for even some thong stuff like that if I'm shooting. Instagram doesn't want like anything.
That's insane.
And so I had OnlyFans to kind of just be able to do my work. And then pandemic happened, and then I was like, all right, I guess I'll be the bikini chick because I'm not working with anybody. So, but now recently I had a theory. I was like, let me just try something on OnlyFans, because when I think about how I made the most money, it was actually just talking to people, because people are like lonely and they're bored. So I made one just recently called the Unlicensed Therapist. And the idea is just for people to pay to like get life advice, get dating advice. No,
you're not naked.
No, I'm just like, pay me as a kind of a to be your therapist, to be your friend. And so I'm trying to do it. I think what's happening right now is I have 4 followers, and I believe almost all of them came on there to see me naked, and that now they're just like, fuck it, I paid for it, I'm here. And I'm just posting like, hey, I went for a run today. What did you do to motivate your mental health?
Was it a naked run?
But yeah, but it's like
show me your thong after the run.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm sure that's what they want, but I'm just trying to motivate people to do something that's healthy or
how
whatever.
About this? You should do that, but dress sexy while you're doing it.
I mean, sometimes I dress still sexy or whatever, but I'm like I did yoga in a bikini, and that's what I whatever. So it's still a little bit like you're getting, bikini? But also you're getting to see me. No, it was a regular bikini, but. Oh my God, this pervert over here. You might be one of the followers I have. Jesus Christ. She was like, let me see more.
I know. I would do I'm serious. You would give them your therapy sessions, but you look sexy. But then the whole time they're gonna be like, so you're gonna show me your nipple after this? Like, what?
My point was to be like, let me actually, like, because therapy's expensive. Not everyone could afford therapy. Yeah. And a lot of people don't always want to share things with their friends or whatever, because they don't want to be judged. And I'm like, I'm a very non-judgmental person. And like, if you want to talk to me about,
you put a disclosure if they say some weird shit, like something about, pedophilia or hurting or harming, you're gonna tell the freaking 911.
Yeah, well, I have no skin in the game. Like, I'm like, I have no
license,
license, and I don't have a contract with you, so there's no NDA I signed that says I can't tell what you're saying. However, all these people are anonymous, so that's a nice thing. Is like, I don't know why. I'm like, why not? It's not that much money. It's $10 to get some advice. Like, how many people need dating advice or whatever? Like, I don't know. My brother is freaking in love with prostitutes. I try to help him out. Like
they want to see your advice coming from your breasts.
You're stuck on the tits.
No, I was thinking about your brother. You said.
Oh, it's a love it. Remember, I made you
with many.
with many. Well, I think it just falls for young girls. But actually, now that I realize, back to that shoot, we shot it on his birthday, and I had you send a video of you saying happy birthday to him. That's so funny. I didn't even think of the two. But no, he loves just young girls, and like he's older. He's gonna be 60 this year. It's like you're not gonna get a young girl unless you're paying for her in some way. Like and it's not all that they're prostitutes. Like I'm just being aggressive and older. But
let's agree on something. Older women need money.
All women need money. Everyone needs. Everyone.
We all need money.
Everyone
older
wants
as in
support.
older than 21. You're old. Right. I mean, you hit 20, maybe 2. That's it. You're trash.
No.
Oh.
I'm like, don't tell
We're
her.
gonna fight her, Valeria.
I'm just kidding. No. It's after your frontal cortex is fully developed. Then no one wants you because now you're fully developed. Now you can think clearly.
Well, you can't manipulate. You can manipulate young women a lot easier than
because the frontal cortex is not fully developed, so it's easier.
So usually men who want younger women usually aren't the most intelligent, aren't the most confident. They want somebody who's gonna make them
not every
feel
single time. Some of them are like, you remember how you know some of them are just there's a clique like Jerry Springer. Remember Jerry whatever Seinfeld met that young girl.
Yeah, but I think Jerry Seinfeld probably has some insecurities. A lot of people don't get into humor without being insecure on some level. Like you handicapped. Use it, like we all use something as a crutch. So I do think you find men that date women of their age or older are usually men that are like solid in themselves. They're confident. They want someone who challenges them. They want someone that they can learn from. They're equal. They're like more mature in that level. A guy who usually dates women who are younger are either just controlling, so they just want someone that can control and they'll do what they say and they like that power dynamic, or they want somebody who's going to look up to them like, oh my God, you're like a god, and like, and then they
I can
learn
see being
from
those fetish videos. That's
Yeah, we don't have time to get into all the fetish. All right, so Carli, I love you. I was like, I'm gonna have to just bring her on the podcast because you've been living here for like 6 months and I haven't seen you, and we live so close to each other. So I want to see more of you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna do tape on your friend next weekend. Yes. So if you're around, you should come to that. But plug your socials. So talk to this camera over here and let them know where they can find you on social media. If you have a website, SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever how they find you. Tell the people.
Okay. Mis amores, it's Carli Longoni. You can find me in all the platforms to listen to my music and all my social media as a Carli Longoni.
Yes, and I'll put it on the page too so they can find you. I love you. I hope you had fun. I know we loved hearing about you, and I'm going to put some of your music and stuff in there. And hopefully we'll find because this is going to come out in a couple months, so maybe by then we'll have something to post to say and go see her live maybe at the Hard Rock. That would be that's goals. Let's manifesting. This has been GrimmGals.
Bonus edition.
Bonus boner. All right.